Welcome back to Trails in the Sky 3. I'm the Dark Seraph. Last time we went to the bottom of Gehenna and opened Star Door 15. I don't want to talk about it anymore. All is one and one is all. All begins with one and in the end returns to one. Only when released all the other doors shall this one be opened. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. It's a cutscene. It's the collapse of the Liberal Arc. Now we get to see Ouroboros' perspective of what happened after the collapse. And we do see that the other enforcers survived. Blue Blanc, don't just stand there, say something. Why should I be the one to break the silence? Words have no meaning in the face of such a splendid sight. All there is for us to do is to be overwhelmed and awed by the spectacle before us. The others still haven't come back either. Kind of crummy ending to this whole shtick, isn't it? Ren left the city and has since departed this region. Luciola is missing, but no good can come from us fretting over her safety. No worries on that front. Just think it'd be a waste of time for a woman like that to die so early. So, for now, who knows? Here's hoping she didn't lose her life for nothing. I quite agree. As for Louve, I fear the odds of him making it out alive are non-existent. Yeah. Damn it. If I'd known this was gonna happen, I would have finally made him fight me. He was always finding excuses to get out of it. Well, unlike us, he had a clear and specific purpose for taking part in all of this. It looks like he may well have been able to achieve it. Though he met his end, I have an inkling that he, at least, is satisfied by the ending to this story. But hard to believe it's all over. Canonically speaking, Zen fought Walter, and Shara fought Lucy. That is the canon ending to what happened. And it's not clear if Lucy made it out of there, though we know that Blue Blanc and Walter did. What? What's happening? I thought he was going to use that floating city to rule the Burl. Then we were going to use it to rule the whole continent. So why is this happening? This wasn't supposed to happen! Wait. Did anyone ever actually say we were going to do that? Or was I just thinking it on my own? I was, wasn't I? I hate my life. All I seem to do is get humiliated by them and abused by Lord Campanella. And then top it all off, this happens. Just what have we been doing? Lord Campanella, I'm relieved to see you're well, sir. The same to you, fine gentlemen. I'm thoroughly impressed with your work ethic. It takes guts to dedicate yourselves to your duty, even at times like this. You should see what's happening outside. It's a sight to see, you know. All the mirror in the world couldn't buy you tickets to a show this incredible. You're not too late to check out the show if you want to head out. Why not take a peek? I won't tattle. We couldn't possibly. We wouldn't dream of abandoning our post without permission. I suppose you wouldn't after the training you've been through. Well, no matter. Mind letting me inside? I got something to take care of in the sanctuary, sir. Though we've been ordered not to let anyone inside without the professor's permission. Even you, Lord Campanella. He's dead, and you'll be if you won't let me through. I don't think even I can get a dead man's permission, now can I? What? It's not possible. Oh dear! Is my word worth so little to you? I'm hurt. Maybe I should just have a little fun with you like I always do with darling Gilbert. That might make you a little more inclined to have faith in me. We never once doubted your word, so you need not trouble yourself on our behalf. Lovely to hear. Well then, why don't you go outside and watch the show? You're under no obligation to guard this place anymore. Gladly, sir. Good luck with your business, sir. He may seem like a child, but he is indeed incredibly powerful. They may have served their purpose now, but it seems like it was a terrible waste to steal their memories and toss them out like garbage. Maybe I should put them under my command. Even all the noise going on outside can't reach this far inside the ship. Just as well, I couldn't fulfill my role otherwise. Requesting access. I, Enforcer Number 0, Campanella the Fool. Hereby request access to the central globe in place of the third Anguis, Georg Weisman. We've been waiting for you. Already here, I see. I certainly never would have envisioned that the Faceless would perish. Poor thing. All the trouble he caused his old friends finally caught up with him. So, how exactly did he die? I'm simply dying to know. Oh, I wish you could have seen it. The poor fellow was turned to salt from the top of his head to the tips of his toes. Then it all came crumbling down to itty-bitty pieces. Oh my, what a chilling way to go. I do wish I could have been there to witness it for myself. He fell victim to the result of the singularity in Northumbria. I would have loved to have seen the real thing happen firsthand. Ha! Who would have seen that coming? That guy never seemed to let his guard down even for a second. I imagine it was the work of a Dominion. Almost certainly the fifth. The position everyone previously believed to be vacant. Alright, guess that explains why he screwed up. So what's the fifth Dominion's name? Kevin Graham. He calls himself the Heretic Hunter, and he studied under the very one and only Carnelia. Seemed like a real riot, too. Twisted in all the right places. He studied under Carnelia. Now I'm even more interested in him. You've got to be kidding me, Abyss. After how into Leonhardt you were, you're not even gonna mourn his loss for more than a few seconds before settling your eyes on a new guy? Oh my, you've got me all wrong. I assure you that I am mourning Leon's death in my own way. He's not a man I'll likely ever forget, especially as I could never get him to show even the slightest hint of interest in me to the very end. Indeed. He was truly a skilled swordsman. His loss will be keenly felt. He was the only one among the enforcers who was ever able to cross blades with you, I believe. Certainly, of those I have fought against. I often asked him to humor me with my training. I always felt as though there was a chance he may surpass me as a swordsman one day. It makes knowing he lost his life before having a chance that much more difficult to hear. In my opinion, the loss of the Blade Lord isn't all that significant when you look at this bigger picture. A tiny, predictable loss in our overall combat capabilities. Now the loss of the Angel of Slaughter will be much more of a long-term impact. Oh, the chick with the scythe? That's how you think of an 11-year-old girl? I wonder if she'll come back in the end. She seemed pretty confused. That's a decision for her and her alone to make. We may be above them in Ouroboros' hierarchy, but that doesn't give us the right to order them around. That is the way of the society. Still. Professor, all of us here are well aware of the importance of the Gordius series. But this is the law decreed by the Grandmaster. Surely you are aware of what that means. You need only look at Weisman's obsession with that black-haired boy to see what can come of being too fixated on someone. Indeed, that very obsession proved to be his undoing. Isn't that right? You could definitely argue that it was one of the factors that led to his failure, yes. Kevin seemed like he was trying to use it to his advantage, too. Alright, I'll drop the issue. But know that as long as the 13 factories are in my care, the Gordius series will be one of the unparalleled importance to me. I'll be keeping an eye on her from now on. Certainly, we'll leave that to you. I believe we talked long enough. The time has come for the Grandmaster's advent. Is that so? How thrilling. Yes, Grandmaster. With the exception of the third Anguis, all are present and accounted for. Very good. You deserve my thanks for observing all that transpired as my representative, Campanella. I am pleased to hear as much, Grand Master. I imagine you are already aware of what transpired during the Gospel Plan, even without me relaying the details. But allow me to fulfill my most important duty. Oh my. That's the Aureole. Thank you. If only the price we paid to obtain it weren't so great. Wiseman managed to capture the Aureole and his staff. And Campanella gave it to the Grandmaster. Ah, fucking hell. Wiseman. Leonhardt. To say nothing of the countless other sacrifices, both human and otherwise, that arose through this plan. I, and I alone, bear responsibility for each and every one of them. That is simply not true. Please do not place the burden of blame upon yourself. The Faceless alone was at fault for his death. But if anyone should take the blame, it's we Anguish who chose to overlook his behavior rather than steer him back on the right track. No. I half expected this is what would happen. And yet, I chose to leave all of the decisions in his hands. I did so because I believe that this to be necessary for the world to grow. The blame is mine. Grandmaster. There will inevitably be a reaction to what has happened in time, but I imagine the Church will act regarding that. Let us leave the matter to them, as you wish. The bells in the west have rang, and the first pact applies no more. I hereby proclaim the completion of the first phase of the Orpheus final plan, the Gospel Plan, as the initiation of its second phase, the Phantasmal Blaze. Very well. So it's time for the Phantasmal Blaze plan to begin. The stage is set at the very least. It's going to be utterly dwarf the Gospel plans in terms of quality and scale. Things are finally going to get interesting. By the way, I might be the last person you want to hear this from, but would you mind stopping the whole peeping in thing, mysterious stranger? Just complete all Star Doors. Just fucking break the fourth wall, why don't you, Campa? A brilliant crown and 30,000 Mira. Well, that is not good. Prevents ailments and stat down and... Oh, wow.
Piece of cake.
It's going to reduce her range slightly, which isn't really that big of a deal. She's a physical hitter. But nah, that fucking movement's going to more than make up for her range penalty. Could it be? Is that Sumerian ore you have in your possession? How did it end up being recreated in Phantasma? Okay. Let's do it. I've done everything. Every single... Look, I didn't do the Nightmare Arena. I don't care about the Nightmare Arena. But I care about was seeing all of the doors. Everyone is now in position. If you would, Celeste. Focus your minds, everyone. Focus on an image of this ship taking flight into the sky. Got it. Oh yeah, Gilbert's here too, I forgot about that. I can cooperate, for realsies. How did I even get myself into this mess in the first place? That's a good question. Well, aren't you being a good boy? Henceforth, this ship will be accelerating to maximum battle speed. Start all engines and advance. Let's do it. Wow. So this is what the planes really look like. It's like I'm being surrounded by a giant kaleidoscope. 3200 SPS. Wait, 35, 38, 43? 5,000? What? But the aerosol should only be able to reach about 36. I can only assume this is the result of how well you are able to combine your thoughts as one. This must be the aerosol's maximum capability rather than its real-world maximum. This is amazing. Shouldn't take us long to reach our destination. Are we still in the planes? Yes, but we shouldn't be for much longer. Detecting a barrier. 120 seconds until impact. Full speed. Prepare the main cannon for rapid fire. We're going to use it to force our way through. That was pretty damn cool. Whoa. So this is how the Phantasma looks outside of the flames. This is our chance to take a breather. That was a real thrill now, wasn't it? Even Ouroboros doesn't have airships quite this fast. It's only just starting to hit me just how vast Phantasma actually is. The planes felt big enough as it was, but this area around, they seem even bigger. It's astounding to believe that all of this is only a subsystem of the Aureole. Which means he probably collected it. Something wrong, Kevin? It's nothing. I doubt what I'm thinking about has any direct connection to what's happening here. What the? Small object flying about 200 sledge up from behind. It's one of those dragon archaism things. That's... What's a silver dragon doing here? I've never seen one in that color before. This is bad. It's going faster than us. At this rate, it's going to catch up. That wouldn't be likely to end well either. The air cell has been taken down by a Dragonian once before. Prepare the mid-air battle. Turn the ship around and intercept that dragon. No, there's no need to do that. What? This is new. The time has finally come for you to show you my true brilliance. You actually got some. You feeling alright, buddy? Perhaps you ought to go and get some rest in the medicinal room. You seem confused. The rest of you can just stay there and watch. You're about to see a real hero in action. Oh, he's got that Apache. And he's gone. I, Gilbert Stein, comply with Commander of Ouroboros' 38th Jaeger Unit. I hereby commence diverting that Dragonian and be taking it out of the sky. He had that thing when we were in Gransel. I had no idea that's how you wrote it. I know that thing. So he was the one who attacked the Bobcat. Maybe his idea wasn't so stupid after all. I might not be as strong. It might not be as strong as that Dragonian, but in terms of maneuverability, it actually keeps up fairly well. He's actually fighting well. I'm impressed. I always figured he was just some loser, but maybe he's got more butt guts than I realized. Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing a whole new side of him. Still, while he's putting up a valiant effort, I can't see him being able to actually take it down. Indeed. Perhaps it would be best for us to turn around and engage it directly. I told you there isn't any need for that! You're certain about this? Sure, I might not be able to knock it out of the sky, but I can get it out of your way. Then, when you're safely escaped, I'll make my own retreat and follow on. Understood. I shall be praying for your success. Same to you. Wow. He knows how to steal the spotlight. Honestly, he should be fine. He's pretty skilled at operating that thing. He gave me and my brothers a hell when he attacked us before. Well, Gilbert, I'll give you credit where it's due. You got balls. So do I get to play as Gilbert and fight that thing? Oh, he's got friends. What a coward. I didn't. Giant structure, 120 sledge ahead. I think this is where we're headed for. Putting it on screen. What is that? It looks like something out of a fairy tale. It looks sort of like a palace. Or perhaps castle is more appropriate. Rufina is waiting for us there. No doubt. That's one scary looking castle she built herself. I'm starting shaking in my stragas. What should we do now, Kevin? Let's try and get closer, see if there's any way in. Be careful. Another cutscene. This looks like the main entrance. There sure are a lot of doors, though. The design seems to resemble the cathedral. Rufina, we know you're in here. I'm not gonna run, and I'm not gonna hide. Come out and let's settle this once and for all. I praise you on coming all this way to face me. Welcome to the Phantasmagoria, my castle. But the time for talk has long passed. May we begin the final game. The man who seeks to atone and his attendant must proceed through the great door above. All the others must proceed in equal numbers through the 3 doors below. At the end of each wing, you shall find a banquet I pray is worthy of your satisfaction. Now let the fun begin. Rufina. I see she intends to obsess over rules to the bitter end. Yeah. So we have to break up into 4 teams. Well, let's do it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and save, because I am going to end this one here. The Golden Giant, the Black Guardian, the Crimson Lizard, and the World's Will. Party 1, Joshua, Estelle.
Roger.
Annalise, and Olivert. Party 2, Ren, Tita, Agate, And a bring just set. Hope I don't regret that. Which leaves... Oh wow, I actually have extra party members.
Understood.
Understood.
The military officers and Shara.
Perk you up.
Oh, I have to put 2 more into this group. That's peculiar.
Right.
Together now. Okay.
Let's move out.
Change equipment. We're gonna do the right gate path first. And like I said, we're gonna end this. I'm gonna end this one here. Join me next time on Trails in the Sky. As we push toward the end, I'm the Dark Seraph signing off.